tip of the tongue to the top of the teeth, the tip of the tongue to the top of the teeth, the tip of the tongue to the top of the teeth, the tip of the tongue to the top of the teeth. Sally sells seashells by the seashore.
Hello?
Hey Cameron,
Hey, Chase.
I am on the way
On the way where?
to the talent show. We've got the GreenvilleWesley talent show tonight. We're hosting it, like, right now.
You remember it's online, right?
What?
You forgot we're still online, didn't you?
Yes. Alright.
Nice. Well done.
What a time to be alive! 2020, this year, full of many challenges, but despite the challenges, great things can come out of this. We just have to get a little bit creative. So, with that being said, good evening and welcome to the first ever Greenville Wesley Talent Show. I'm Cameron and I'm one of the hosts, and joining me is.
Hi, I'm Chase. I'm going to be your other host tonight.
Thank y'all for being here with us. We're so excited. There's a whole lot of greatness tonight and lots of laughter. So sit back, relax, and eat some popcorn. GreenvilleWesley's 2020 talent show won't be the first thing that went viral this year. Let the show begin.
Up first tonight, we've got the one and the only Cool Pastor Jay featuring Cool Kid Eliza Jane with some knock-knock jokes for us.
Alright, ready? Okay. Alright, go for it, Eliza Jane. Hit me with your best knock-knock joke.
Okay. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Leon.
Leon who?
Lean on me when you're not strong.
And I'll be your friend. That's a good one. I like it. Good. Okay, my turn. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Annie.
Annie who?
Anything I can do? Anything you can do, I can do better. Good on the punchline. Alright, good. Okay, your turn. You do your next joke.
Okay. Knock knock.
Who's there?
I am.
I am who?
Don't you even know who you are?
I am who? Oh, man. All right, my turn. All right, so blind guy walks into a bar. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Blind guy walks into a bar, picks up his seeing eye dog, spins it around his head. Spins it around his head, and the bartender looks at him and he says, "What are you doing?" And the blind man says, "I'm just taking a look around." All right, your turn. Hit me with another knock-knock joke.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Heaven.
Heaven who?
Haven't you heard any of those knock knock jokes?
I have heard enough of those knock-knock jokes. All right, here we go. Knock knock.
Who's there?
I will say.
I'll say who.
Yes, they do say who. All right, your turn. Hit me with these ones down here.
Okay. I used to hate facial hair, but then I grew. It grew on me. I don't really get it. But it's
You used to
funny.
hate facial hair, but then it grew on you. All right, my turn. You know, people say they pick their nose, but I feel like I was just born with mine. Your turn. Hit me with it.
How many apples were on a tree?
I don't know. How many?
All of them.
Oh, good. When I was a kid, my mother told me I could be anyone I wanted to be, Eliza Jane. Turns out identity theft is a crime. Your turn. All right, hit me with another one.
Did you hear the
Rumor?
rumor about butter?
No.
Well, I'm not going to speed it.
Spread it. All right, good. Eliza Jane, what did the drummer call his twin daughters?
I don't know.
And a 1, and a 2, and a 3.
I get it.
Good.
And a 1, and a 2,
That's
and
right.
a 3.
Okay, your turn. Hit me with the next one.
What's brown and sticky?
I don't know.
A stick. It is brown and it's
That's
not
true.
sticky.
Hey, Eliza Jane, what's red and smells like blue paint? Red paint? What's red? What's red and smells like blue paint? Red paint. All right, come on. Hit me with the last one.
Okay.
For the next one.
What time did the man go to the dentist?
I don't know.
2:30.
2:30. I love it. All right, last one. My son asked me to put his shoes on. You know, your brother Wyatt. But I don't think they'll fit me.
Wow, wow, wow. That was so great.
There's a lot to unpack there. So I gotta say, in my completely unbiased opinion, I think Eliza Jane takes that. I think she wins. Gotta say. What do you think, Cameron?
Oh, I think so too. I love Wyatt in the background with the drums. That was a
I
good
think
little
Wyatt stole
addition.
the show. Eliza Jane won, but Wyatt stole the show.
True. Very, very true. All right. Our next act up is Faith performing some music for us.
Now that is impressive.
Faith, oh my goodness, that was so beautiful. It was so relaxing to listen to that. I could listen to it all day.
That is incredible. Like, yeah, I play guitar, I sing. I can play the harp. That's really cool. All right, so now everybody get your berets ready and get your poetry snaps because Alyssa is going to share some poetry with us.
Hello, I'm Alyssa Coleman, and this is my poem called Kayaking Lesson. I got into the kayak trying to find places for my feet. My feet were like lost branches with no root in sight. They struggled to find their place, as I often did in college. Finally, the first trial was over. I paddled my way towards the Tar River, happy and unbridled in my success. Once I was farther out, I tried to paddle some more, but the boat stayed still, taunting me. The waves were pushing against my boat, prodding me to move towards the sea, but no, I was going to stay near land. The sea would be too frightening for a no-wise kayaker like myself. The river waves roared at my intellect. I was worried the boat would capsize, but it didn't. Instead, the trees next to me spread their branches and pulled me towards land. Frightened, I began paddling. The boat moved slowly, inch towards inch, toward my dad and the kayaking instructor. But the trees were too much for me. I crashed into one. Terrified, I used the paddle as a blade to move farther away from the trees. They laughed at me. Those trees had gotten the best of me. I rejoined my companions, anxious for the lesson to be over. My dad was smiling, completely unaware of deadly trees. The kayak instructor looking back at me, tracking my progress. I was bothered by her stare, but it was better than fighting trees. The three of us went around a buoy, one at a time, like ants up a hill. Ha, I can kayak even for just a little bit. I wiggled my butt and knees, trying to find a better position. The kayak whined and thrust back and forth. I sighed. Kayaking is not for me. The instructor kept calling for me to adjust my hands. I muttered something under my breath. A few boats came by us, shouting their dominance over our tiny boats. It was like watching your life flash before your eyes as the boats sped past us like giant cheetahs ready for a meal. After paddling my way in a circle, the lesson was over. Land, sweet land. I aimed for the shoreline, anxious for it all to be over, and then I made it. I had survived a terrific experience and lived to tell the story. So my readers remember to try new things, for it might just lead to a story like this. That's the end of my poem. Have a great day. Bye.
Ooh, Alyssa.
Thank you very much, Alyssa. Thank you very much for your poetry.
I love how you piece those words together. That is such a gift.
Thank you.
All right. Next up is one of our student leader interns, Nolan, who will also be sharing some music with us.
Said yes, I'm alive and doing well. Jeremy, can't you see? I can't really complain because I'm sane when I'm at GreenvilleWesley. As the Holy Spirit burns, we can take our turn. Sing Christmas and praise songs. Stop and praise the Lord and strum that chord. Beloved, our spirits restored. So sing, sing, sing a song and make a joyous noise. We're chased on the bass at Jeremy's pace. Leah plays piano. So roll. Well, it was just odd luck that 2020 sucked. They're calling it 404. When the virus came, it was never the same. Zoom calls, my eyes are sore. Well, I was sitting at home over spring break in March, wondering if we'd ever go back. I saw a message in my inbox, I was wearing my Crocs, and this is what that letter said. We closed all the halls, we closed the gyms, we closed so long that online begins. Then we switched from Blackboard straight to Canvas, learn virtually. I can't handle this, I thought to myself, Shiva, got my brain thinking like I'll never see ya. I put my PJs on and shook my face until the chances stated there's a great place. So I ran, I jumped heels, clicking for enjoy, but only undergrads get a break from the sport. Oh, I felt much better, but felt worse when those singers will never walk what they rehearsed. But I was mad at the world just a tad. That's the worst thing for a 4-year undergrad. Got a lot of knowledge and a 4-year degree. I'ma leave when I can, cause college ain't free. Said yes, I'm alive and doing well. Jeremy, can't you see? I can't really complain because I'm sane when I'm at GreenvilleWesley. As the Holy Spirit burns, we can take our turn singing Chris Tomlin praise songs. Stop, praise the Lord, and strum that chord. Beloved, our spirits restored. So sing, sing, sing a song and make a joyous noise. With Chase on the bass at Jeremy's pace. Leah plays piano. So roll, roll on the cajon. No one grumpy with those beats. And the Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Missing great harvest weeks. I played on the drum line since my first year. Turned 21 and now I drink beer. At first I was sad because of no football. Now we get to play 2 home games in no time at all. My fraternity was sidelined. I can't wait till I hear my brothers yell, "Get inside!" Did no service, did no socials. My last year, this is emotional. Don't be amazed by the stories I tell ya. I met a woman in the heart of summer. Had a big heart and big studies too. So I asked her to an ice cream rendezvous. See, I met this girl at OBX. She worked all day and was never late. Early breakfast and late for lunch. It's because of her group. They helped out a bunch. I met Michael Williams from Sanitary UMC. Said I'll play cajon if you just play the strings. We played on the beach until it got dark, and we put out the fire and left no sparks. Yes, I'm alive and doing well. Jeremy, can't you see? I can't really complain because I'm sane when I'm at GreenvilleWesley. As the Holy Spirit burns, we can take our turn. Sing Chris Tomlin praise songs. Stop, praise the Lord, and strum that chord. Beloved, our spirits restored. I came on back to the old EC stickers on the sidewalk and the streets. Those COVID clusters really drove me crazy, but I stayed in Scott until campus living. Thought for a moment that I was a goner. Now there's new rules that I gotta honor. Pack up your stuff, move across the street. Gateway's your new home, it's not a suite. In my mind, I knew this was wrong, but when you wanna stay on campus, you got to move on. So I packed it up with some help from Zach. The new room was smaller, but I did adapt. Coincidentally, I was closer to him. Now I'm only 3 floors away from a friend. Someone please tell me they fired the fool who came up with that whack 8-week schedule. We students are struggling just to turn in assignments. We all can't wait for the next semester's we're fine. Let's take a break and listen to GW scripture and know that you're God's beloved when you feel weaker. Yes, I'm alive and doing well. Jeremy, can't you see? I can't really complain because I'm sane when I'm at GreenvilleWesley. As the Holy Spirit burns, we can take our turn. Sing Chris Tomlin praise songs. Stop, praise the Lord, and strum that chord. Beloved, our spirits restored. So sing, sing, sing a song and make a joyous noise. With Chase on the bass at Jeremy's pace. Leah plays piano. So roll, roll on the cajon. All crumpling with those beats. Yeah, the Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Missing great harvest weeks.
That was incredible.
No,
So I can be a
nailed
rapper
it.
after graduation now, right? I could be a rapper after graduation.
Yes, absolutely. Wow, that just about perfectly sums up this past year, I think.
I thought he was just gonna scream because that's how I felt about 20. That was gonna be my. It was just a solid scream. That's what I thought was happening, and I'm very impressed, Nolan. Wow, 10 snaps.
Awesome.
Oh,
Loved it.
You know, Cameron, I've got a bit of a talent myself.
What is that?
Well, I've been told from a very young age that I am exceptionally gifted at dad jokes.
Oh boy, here we go.
No, it's going to be great. Trust me. All right, check this out. What is exactly 1 foot long and slippery?
A snake.
A slipper. I stayed up all night last night wondering where the sun was, and then it dawned on me.
Oh, darn.
Thinking about that one.
Yeah.
A guy goes into a lawyer's office, right? And he asks the lawyer, "Excuse me, how much do you charge?" And the lawyer responds with, "I charge about $1,000 for 3 questions." The guy looks at him and says, "Sheesh, that's a little expensive, don't you think?" And the lawyer says, "Yeah, what's your 3rd question?"
Oh.
How does NASA organize a party? They plan it.
Plan it.
All right, last one. What do Winnie the Pooh and Alexander the Great have in common? They got the same middle name.
Okay.
All right. Tough crowd. Anyways,
Tough crowd.
We're just slow, man. We're just slow.
all right, so maybe
I
a
love you,
little bit more
Chase. That was
spellbound
great.
by our next act, as Charles is going to teach us how to make a wand.
Hello everyone, I'm Charles Canaday, ECU class of 2016, and for my talent today, I'm going to be showing you how to make a magic wand. I make a lot of these, and I've been making them ever since I went to ECU, mostly as favors for friends, but also just for, fun creative times, and I want everybody to be able to appreciate this as much as I do. So, with that in mind, I've got a few materials here today, and after a couple of little introductions to what all these little things mean, we're going to get started. Alright, so today we're working with a lot of materials, but they're all pretty simple. You have a glue gun, low temp, always do not buy high temp, just not worth your money. Mod Podge is optional, but I highly suggest it. We're going to be using that as a finish, and of course you need paintbrushes if you're going to be putting in said Mod Podge. These are extra glue sticks. We have several different kinds of paint here. I usually go with crafting paint. If you want to try stains or anything like that because you are a more advanced woodworker, you are totally welcome to, and I'd love to see what you create with that because it's probably going to be beautiful. But I would suggest sticking with 1 or 2 colors. If you want to do more, of course, you can do that, but the less, the easier your project is. So we also have what I call little pommel stones. I've chosen some nice little crystals. I've also used seashells, and I've also used, probably most popularly, little marbles that I just put in like a regular sword pommel stone. Whatever you want to do is totally fine. We also have sandpaper. Sandpaper is, of course, for sanding. I suggest the finer grains. If you get too big, then you're going to end up just giving it kind of a rough look that's very uncomfortable to hold. However, if you want to sand down tips and things like that, then by all means, I'm going to sand this off camera, but by all means go out into your driveway and just sand it on the driveway pavement or on concrete. It'll do just as good as the best sandpaper, I promise. Speaking of wands, we have 2 components to this one. It has a actual shaft and the handle. We're going to be combining them together. This is the style I'm going for in this video. However, you can certainly just do one long shaft and create these segments in order to get the same effect if you're not feeling up to dealing with all the fine sanding so you get everything flush. But yes, in just a minute, we're going to start getting started on this, so join me and we're gonna have some fun. Hey guys, so I've gone ahead and sanded this off camera. Pretty simple. I just have 2 slightly different sized dowels. The closer the better. Like I said, this is 2 different dowels, 1 handle, 1 shaft. So what we're gonna start doing is we're gonna have to add this hot glue. The very first thing you want to do is put a little dollop right there, and doesn't matter if you get little strands or anything like that. Just glue these 2 together, because otherwise you're going to be trying to balance both of them while attaching, and it's going to be a nightmare. Alright, so this is the most important step. This is where we add the decorative gluing. It gives it a nice little 2-level effect. We're just going to glue and glue and glue some more. Let gravity do most of the work for you. You don't even have to get all of the glue you want in one sweep. You can do 2 if you need. Be rather conservative with this one. But yeah, pretty simple stuff just like that, just as long as you have that nice little barrier. Alright, so all of my glue is dried. As you can see, I put it both here and on the pommel here. Same technique, just make sure you're holding it straight up, let the glue drip down. Pretty easy. Next and pretty much last step is painting. For this one, I got out several more paints, and basically just do whatever colors you want. It's the same as painting any other piece of wood. Should be easy enough. I'll get back to you when I'm done with that. Alright guys, so I finished painting my wand. As you can see, I went with just a gold and an ivory. Nothing too special. The base is brown underneath this gold paint. That's probably the easiest part of the whole thing, and the part where you get to be the most creative. As you can see, I went with 2 different colors. You can do 1 color, 3 colors, 4 colors. Really doesn't matter. Whatever you want to try out is what's best for you. You don't even have to have a wand that looks much like this at all. Try out whatever you want. Basically, I have several different paints here, just to give myself a lot of different options. I suggest buying at least maybe 5 or 6 if you really want to make a lot of these. But if you know exactly what colors you want, by all means, just buy those. Thanks for watching this, guys. See you later.
Absolutely magical. I was spellbound.
Charles, just by watching that, I could just feel the magic. That was awesome. And you're so good at those videos. Just like Jeremy said, I think a cooking one would be amazing next.
A lot of
thank you, guys.
vibes. I love that. Just very, very calm instruction. Just do what you feel. Enjoy it. Make it yours. Love that.
Thank you.
Do-it-yourself projects have been getting me through lately. Now we get the pleasure of hearing from our other student leader intern, Tanner, as she performs some music for us as well.
I was scared of dentists at the door. I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. Oh, my friends are turning green. You're the magician's assistant in their dreams. They come unstuck. Lady running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. There's this movie that I think you like. This guy decides to quit his job and heads to New York City. This cowboy's running from himself, and she's been living on the highest shelf. And they come unstuck. Lady running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. I just wanna know if you're gonna stay. I just gotta know. I can't have it any other way. There's swear she's destined for the screen. Closest thing to Michelle Pfeiffer that you've ever seen. Oh, lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Oh, lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, yeah. I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing what's wrong, yeah. I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong.
Absolutely.
Tanner, oh my goodness, you have such a soothing voice. This is what I love so much about this whole talent show is because we get to see so many talents that you just would never expect from people. Their whole inner beauty comes out, so it's amazing. Thank you.
Absolutely. That was incredible. That was so beautiful. All right, so up next, we have Sarah giving us a demo on a skill that we could all use, how to send an unfireable email. Let's check it out.
Welcome to How to Write Emails That Won't Get You Fired. Today, we are going to look at something that I get all too often, a disgruntled student email. As a TA, I have come up with a perfect acronym to be able to make sure that we are all prepared to respond to horrible emails from anyone we might get, whether it's your boss, your coworker, your wife, your brother, your cousin. Who knows? It could be some random person on the street who just got your email. The most important acronym to remember is SPRAY. So we're going to spray the email. So first, we're going to go to our email and we are going to scan it. We are going to go ahead and we are going to scan that email for any hot topic words that might make us a little upset. So, scanning through this email, I see arrogant, I see stubborn, I see that they think they deserve a better grade. So I'm now ready for the next part of the acronym. I'm prepared. I have prepared myself to fully read this email by going ahead and scanning it to make sure that there isn't anything that I immediately need to look and go, nope, can't handle it today, and close out of my email. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to read through the email. Hi. Good start. They put a hello there. Very kind. I was emailing you because you gave me a 0 on my paper. You probably deserved it. You are an arrogant teacher and did not respond to my email that I sent at 9:59 last night. Well, there's a problem there. The syllabus says I don't respond past 9 o'clock. I do not understand how they even let you teach a lab because of how arrogant and stubborn you are. I will say I can be a little stubborn, so they got me there. I need you to go in and fix my 0 and change it to a 95. The grade I deserve. Just because I was 10 days late? Well, you aren't going to get any grade for that. It's 10 days late. Does not mean that you can give me a 0. Give me the grade I deserve, and next time you grade, don't be so stubborn. Well, now that we've read the email, we can go ahead and we can answer it. So we're always going to start with a kind greeting. So hello. Hello, I am so sorry that I did not get back to your email promptly. But I will remind you that the syllabus clearly states that I will not respond to emails after 9 p.m. during the week. There we go, first line down. We're doing great. We're not going to have to deal with any more after that because now they know that it's in the syllabus. It'll be okay. Let's see. Along with this in the syllabus, it states that late work is not accepted. Unfortunately, I cannot type half the time. I don't know how anyone types and talks. Unfortunately, I will be unable to change your grade as not only was it late, but it was late by 10 days. I hope you can understand that there is nothing I can do to help you. So sorry. Please let me know if there are any questions. And I always end it with a nice old cheers, Sarah. So now that we have written our email, we can finish up with our acronym of SPRAY. So we've answered the email, have it all ready to send. So once we've gone ahead and we have sent it, we can then take a break, sit back, and think to ourselves, I deserve a raise. I get 6 of these emails a day. I deserve a raise. I'm going to talk to my manager about that. Just remember, you deserve a raise. You are well worth what you work. And remember, SPRAY, it's a great acronym for answering any kind of disgruntled email.
Oh, funny.
That was absolutely phenomenal, Sarah.
Was
Sarah,
that real?
you're our number one.
Well, thank you. It took me a little while to learn how to edit things.
Was that a like real email? Please tell me it was not.
No, that's my roommate. That's my
Okay,
roommate.
I was getting ready to
She
say.
volunteered for it. I was like, hey, I need help. And she was like, you got it. So it was her and
I
3 of her
was gonna
friends who wrote that
lose
email for
my
me.
mind and find that person. How dare they? But now I know it's fake. So okay,
Well, now,
great job.
see,
I
the thing
wouldn't
though
doubt that
is
you've
that
gotten
it's
some pretty
pretty
similar to that,
accurate.
though. Yeah. I strive for your level of patience.
It's something that I've learned to just internalize all that anger and then just scream later on when you're alone, just, in your apartment, just sit there and go, why am I doing this? What am I getting out of this? And then you just kind of complain to other people and go, but it's okay. Because it's all part of God's plan.
Absolutely.
And you just hope.
That was so great. For our final act of the night, we have Reverend Shannon Marie Berry sharing another very useful life skill with us, Bathroom Cleaning 101.
Hey, Greenville Wesley. I will always take a challenge when it is presented to me. And this time it was, will any board members have a talent they can share at the talent show? Well, I'd be amiss if I didn't share mine. And mine happens to be cleaning a bathroom. And it just so happens that I get to clean a bathroom in the condo we've been staying in for the last week. I wanted to show you some of my all-natural products I use so that I do not use harmful chemicals because I want to protect the environment. So let me show you the things we'll be using for this presentation. First, when we clean all glass, we use this lovely clear power found by Melaleuca Products. It's a really all-natural company and it will make sure it cleans all your glass spick and span. Just ask the sliding glass windows. Second, in the age of COVID, I have been using this lovely product called SoluGuard. I use SoluGuard on all of my cleaning surface areas. It will take care of doorknobs, it will take care of sinks, toilets, bathtubs. You can even use it to clean your dog. Okay, maybe not your dog, but it will clean stuff for you. And last but not least, I will use this lovely toilet bowl cleaner because we all have toilets that need a little more love, especially if we live in a home with boys. But they need love too, so we just clean up their messes, right? And we'll also use some beautiful cleaning cloths. So, I will invite you now into the bathroom as we clean all the surfaces we need to clean. The first place you want to start is making sure you apply the toilet bowl cleaner, just like this, all around the rim. Then you let it sit for just a little while and move on to the sink and the mirrors. I've learned since I've been a boy mom is that it's always best if you make sure you clean the front of the toilets too, so don't forget it. And sometimes you may have to actually spray the floor as well. So Greenville Wesley, that's it. I hope I've made your day brighter. I hope you've learned a couple of things. And perhaps when you go home to visit Mom and Dad this weekend, you can help them by cleaning your bathroom too.
Well done.
So, how much did they pay you for the brand deal? Because that was impressive.
I don't get a dime. I just happen to love the products.
That's a pretty good endorsement right there. I would send that off to corporate to see if they could slide a little something back. Maybe at least some free products. So be honest, people that live in the apartments, how many of you should probably do that once you hang up? All right. Well, what a talented group of people we've got here tonight. And thank you so much to each of our participants. You guys are so talented. It was hilarious. It was impressive. And it was so much fun. Thanks for making tonight a special one. And I think it's safe to say that GreenvilleWesley's first talent show is going to be an unforgettable one, both because of the circumstances and because of the acts, but more impressively, what we were able to come together through all of the circumstances and do together and share together and have this experience together. It was an honor and a pleasure to host this event for you tonight with my friend Cameron, and I look forward to seeing each one of you again very soon. Thank you guys. Good night.
Thanks to Chase and Cameron. Thanks for hosting, friends.
Thank y'all. So great.